In this DBT Quick Tips video, we're going to be going over the skill of participate. Participate is in the mindfulness module and is part of the what skills. Participate's fun. And like as I mentioned in my video on the skill observe, participate is the last step in the what skills. Now, in these what skills, you're going to want to focus on all three independently: observe, describe, and participate. They are different skills, but the idea is that you're working towards participate if you so choose. You don't have to, but the idea is what you're going to want to do is bring in your developed skills being of observe, of describe, and leveraging those in the moment, in the now, to throw yourself into whatever you're doing. So it's really through the observe without labeling. It's through the describing, the next step, describing what you're sensing. Again, the mindfulness targets here are only the 5 senses. You can also target thoughts and what it internal experiences as well. I'm not limiting it in that sense, but by being able to observe and then describe those experiences, what you're really doing is you're setting yourself up to enter into wise mind. And you can check out that video on what the wise mind skill is. But essentially, what you're rooting yourself into wise mind. You're rooting yourself into calm, this sort of harmony between thoughts, logic mind, and emotion mind, so that you're centered. And once there, you're going to be more engaged in the world around you. So in terms of developing the participate skills, things to do to find yourself, to be able to find yourself and lead yourself into those moments are things like, singing along with your favorite song, where your whole being gets into that rhythm, or dance, letting your body meld into the music and becoming one with that music. Running, exercise is a great way of developing this skill of what is it like to run, but only run, and having your entire being, your entire self just pushing down that road. Something more creative would maybe even joining an improv group. By doing that, you can develop this skill of yes and. That is key in participate, that we accept, yes and, yes as we accept whatever experience we're having. And instead of getting lost and stalled up in that experience you're having, you're pushing forward and saying, okay, I accept that. And what else is there? Being curious, being open. Those are just a couple suggestions of being able to develop the skill. Again, with all the mindfulness skills, you're going to want to try and build up to a 2 times a day, 10 minutes a day exercise plan there. And I say start small, start with 5 minutes a day, once a day, and then work up 2 times a day, 5 minutes, and so on. And what you're going to see is increased health, mental ability, emotional control, and more productivity at work. You make money doing this. Mindfulness, it can be a very deep and meaningful skill to develop, but it doesn't develop overnight. But it's well worth the wait until you get there. And what the key challenge with mindfulness is going to be, you're going to be noticing your mind is going to want to wander all over the place, going into the future, going into the past. Maybe your mind is going to think it's dumb, it'll get, they'll have meta mind, well, you're going to want to try and pull yourself out of that. It's okay that your mind wanders. That's not the problem. The skill we're developing with mindfulness is learning how to always bring your mind back to the focus you're choosing for it to have. If you like this video, you can go ahead and give it a like or share it with your friends. If you want to shoot me a comment, you can do so in the comment box, or check out my website and send me an email. If you want to support my work, you can check out my Patreon account also. See you in the next video.